How you doing? Ascension and collectives is a big problem for 6-star lock champion. So why is that? Because every new champion that comes out as a 7-star must be ascended, okay? For money. So this is really unfortunate for someone like Hercules, who I thought was going to be released this year as a 7-star, but the chances of that is pretty much zero because of collectives and Ascension. Like if Hercules had to come out as a 7-star this year, um, he has to be ascended, which is obviously Kabam will say that it's going to be too powerful, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So if you had to guess or say, who do you think is the top 5 champions that Kabam will not release as a 7-star this year? Let me know in the comments section. So like I said, the new champions that come out this year has to be ascended uh, when they come out as a 7-star. That means they could be ascendable. Let me just show you something. So I was just watching Seaton in the crop list using 6-star Aegon. Keep in mind there's no 7-star Aegon, right? This is the reason why collectives as well a problem for 6-star lock champions. Keep in mind this Red Guardian has 7.6 million health, and this is a 6-star Aegon. Look at the time it takes. 1 minute and 49 seconds, and I think this time could have been 10 seconds faster at least, okay, with perfect gameplay. All right, this is a 6-star, by the way, okay, over 7.6 million health in 1 minute and 49 seconds time, which I think could have been faster than this, okay? So you can argue this is already broken, and this, keep in mind, this is only a 6-star Aegon. Now imagine if it was a 7-star rank 5 Aegon double ascended, okay, rank 19 I believe collectives, right? So I believe with perfect gameplay Aegon could do this fight in under a minute, without a doubt. I'm a betting man. Aegon could do this under a minute as a 7-star rank 5 double ascended rank 19 in collectives, okay? This is a 6-star, and look at the time, 1 minute and 49 seconds. This is why Kabam has not created Aegon as a 7-star, because obviously they have to ascend him for money, and because of collectives, as you can see, this is just based on a 6-star champion. Another problem Kabam has, which I think can make an argument, a bigger problem, is they just don't have contents for champions they're selling. As you can see, this is an Atuma with over 100 KPI. That's just ridiculous. Okay, there's simply no content for Atuma with over 100 KPI to be going through anywhere in the contest when it comes to MCOC. Let me just give you an idea what I mean by that. Okay. So this is back then when first MCOC came out, okay? You look at, like, the highest rank you can have is 5-star rank 3, as you can see. This is about 16 times the PI, okay? 16 times. So let's look at Realm of Legends, as you can see here. By the way, back then, when first Realm of Legends first came out, most people were using 3 stars to beat Realm of Legends, okay? And Seaton happened to, be in the top 1% of the players, had a 5-star rank 3, okay? But like probably most people, yeah, without a doubt, most people were only using 3 stars when they did Realm of Legends, and they couldn't get through because of Wolverine. It took months to beat Realm of Legends, okay? It was probably, if you had to say, this was the hardest content to ever made because of the champions you were using at the time, which was 3-star. Mostly people were using 3 stars, okay? But let's just say you were using a 5-star rank 3, okay? You were using a 5-star rank 3, which is, when you compare it to the Tuma, which has 16 times as much higher PI, okay? If you multiply a Realm of Legends health pool with over 547,000 health, okay, if you multiply that by 16 times, it's roughly the same amount of health pool as Titania have right here. 8.2 million. So basically, for Atuma, this fight is practically a Realm of Legend fight with a 5-star rank 3. Okay, this is what I mean when when I say they're selling champions they don't have content for. And keep in mind, as you can see there, they had Labyrinth of Legends. As you can see, Brian Grant is using a 4-star right here. And by the way, he is a free-to-play. That's why he was using a 4-star at this time. As you can see, 5-star rank 3 and 4 stars are almost the same thing. But let's say you were using 5-star rank 3 here. Look at that, 3.3 million health, which is like about 6 times the health of Realm of Legends. Okay, and they were using 4-star rank 5s or 5-star rank 3s to beat these opponents. Okay, so basically you would have to have 6 times as many health as Titania here to use Atuma to make it equivalent to when people were using 4 stars or 5-star rank 3s against Labyrinth of Legends Star-Lord. Okay, that's it. Thank you.